Hi, I'm Michael from ETS. Today on Inside the TOEFL Test, we're going inside the TOEFL IBT reading section, specifically the inference and rhetorical purpose questions.
But before we do that, hi Cedric, this is your TOEFL tutor speaking. I'm going to be guiding you through this first video. You've got a couple of videos to watch about TOEFL reading because that's one score that we really need to improve, and we don't have a lot of time to do that. After I guide you through the reading videos, you're going to do a similar activity with the TOEFL writing. Each video will be followed by a short quiz and a practice assignment, so be ready. Okay, I'm going to play the video. I'm going to have you listen to the parts that are going to be helpful, and then I'm going to stop and pause it and give you some shortcuts. All right, so listen carefully.
Inference questions ask you to identify information or comprehend an idea that is not explicitly stated.
Now, when he says words like explicit information does not jump out at you, you got to do a little bit of scanning to find the answer, okay? Let's keep going.
In the reading passage. You can recognize inference questions because they usually include the words infer, imply, or suggest.
Like inferred, imply, same as suggest. Sometimes the author will be writing it with a specific opinion about the topic.
Why the author has presented a piece of information. One way to approach these types of questions, if you can't identify the correct answer immediately, is to eliminate wrong answers.
Very important point. Let's do a little practice.
Now, let's do a sample inference question. Here's a paragraph from a reading passage about meteorite impacts. Next, let's look at the question.
Which of the following can be inferred? Oh, I just found a keyword. I found the word inferred. So I know that this is an inference question. From paragraph 3, well, paragraph 3 is what you see here. They have it set aside so you can see this is the passage they want you to focus on. The information, the specific information they want you to find. What's inferred about the location of meteorite impact in Mexico? You got to figure that out. But once you know, and you know what to look for, you got it. That's the first thing you do. The second thing you want to do is you want your eyes to shift from left to right. TOEFL. You're not going to read line by line. Now remember what you're looking for here. All right, you're looking for location. All right, location was kept a secret. Kept a secret? All right, well, this is a date. That doesn't tell us anything about where. So remember we said the first thing you do is you eliminate the wrong answer. So that does not look right to me. It saves you time. Well-known fact occurred. Oh, this one mentions a place. It's asking for location in the Yucatan region. That's a place. So we can't rule that out. Third, bear an impact before they. Oh, this doesn't tell me anything about place. It just tells us that there was an impact. Okay. Yucatan, oh, two of them talk about the Yucatan. Geologists, most probable impact site, climate. Now I'm going to go to my language. I don't see it. Here, D, it says impact site because of climate. There's nothing in here about the Yucatan and climate, but I do know that this is the only answer that makes sense. It would have to be C. Let's see if we can find in the passage. Geologists knew there'd been an impact before they knew where it occurred. They already discovered it. They discovered it earlier. Okay. By 1990. Before. And then we have 1990. Doesn't this say they knew there had been an impact before? They first identified this impact in 1980, and that is before the impact occurred in 1990. So you can use the passage, you can use the strategy. Either way, you're good to go.
Can you identify the correct answer? It's choice C, because it's supported by this sentence, an example of a rhetorical purpose question. It asks about information from a different paragraph in the same reading passage about meteorites and dinosaurs. It's like an inference question, but it asks why the author includes a particular piece of information.
Okay, let's have a look. Information. A rhetorical question is always going to ask you to identify why the author's purpose for the passage. So, we don't need to look for that. We just go straight to the point. So what's the point? This is the point. When you answer the question why, you normally need a because. And this because, this is the kind of language you want to look for when you want to find the author's purpose. I could have told you that at the beginning, but I just wanted to do the thinking with you, right? Because it marks the end of the dinosaur. What do you think the answer is? Take a few seconds. Okay, time's up. Let's see if you were right.
When reading each answer choice, the most important part to focus on is the to clause at the beginning of each one. Then pick the answer that best describes what the author is trying to do. In this case, the correct answer is C.
I bet you chose C, didn't you? Well, you were right. Remember, a shortcut to what he just said is this. When you're answering an author's purpose question, you scan the text for this word. Whatever comes after the word because will answer why. That's not the second quick strategy for TOEFL reading. Okay, now let's see if he's got anything else important to say. Otherwise, I'll let you go on to your little quick quiz after the video, and then we'll move on to the next question type.